Hello.
Oh, hi.
So, nice weather today, huh?
Yeah, very sunny.
Yeah. Sunny is good. Except when it's too hot. But, today is pleasant.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my name is Roy, by the way. And you are?
I'm Anna.
It's a nice name. Not that Roy isn't, but, you know.
Thanks.
So, you come here often?
Sometimes. I like to get some fresh air.
Yeah, fresh air is nice. I'm also a big fan of oxygen.
Yeah. Oh, I have to go.
Oh, yeah, sure. It was kind of nice to kind of meet you, I guess.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye.
I love this cafe. It's so cozy, right?
Sure, if you're into overpriced milkshakes disguised as coffee.
Come on, it's nice here, Max.
Yeah, I mean, if you ignore the fact that 90% of these people pretend to be philosophers while they scroll through TikTok complaining about their jobs, their bosses, their family, but they never do anything about it. Instead, they spend their entire paycheck on $10 lattes and $300 AirPods, then whine about not having enough rent for the month. It's ridiculous.
I mean, people have to vent their thoughts sometimes. Why do you have to be so critical?
I'm realistic. Standards today are in the gutter. I mean, you used to have to work hard and earn respect by actually contributing to society. Nowadays, all you need is Wi-Fi and a self-pity hashtag. It's like a contest to see who can cry the loudest about the evils of capitalism. Just because these people couldn't keep a job giving away free samples at Costco.
I mean, a little empathy is good, isn't it?
Sure, but this generation takes it overboard. Everyone wants validation for their laziness. Imagine if our grandparents just said, "I'm sorry, I can't work today because my star sign isn't feeling it."
Darling, you're impossible.
Yet, here you are, still listening.
Sorry, I can't be constantly angry at society, Mr. Grinch.
I mean, somebody has to, or else we'll just keep getting dumber and end up in that movie Idiocracy, but let's face it, we already are.
Yeah, sure. You know what? I still love you, even if you are a cynic.
That's because I only speak the truth, even when you're allergic to reality, Lena.
Hello, what can I get for you?
Hello. Sorry to bother you. Can I please have a caramel macchiato?
Sorry, we're out of caramel syrup today.
Okay. Then, I'll just take a vanilla macchiato.
Unfortunately, we're also out of vanilla syrup.
Right. Okay. Then, can you tell me what you do have?
Coffee, cappuccino, espresso, latte macchiato.
All right. Yeah. I understand. But that's not the same, though, is it? I mean, I wanted something sweet.
You can add some sugar.
Yeah, but I wanted syrup, not just sugar.
Well, we don't have any syrup.
But this is a cafe, right? I mean, I'm sorry, but how can a cafe not have syrup?
I just work here, okay?
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Then I'll just take a cappuccino.
Small, medium, or large?
Medium.
Coming right up.
Oh, hey, Max.
Oh, Roy, good. Come sit down with us.
Oh, really? I wouldn't want to interrupt, but you can...
Would you cut that out? You're not that important. Do me a favor. Come sit.
Okay. I'm sorry. Thanks.
What are you sorry for? There's no need to apologize. Roy, this is my girlfriend Lena. Lena, Roy. This is the dorky childhood friend I've told you about.
Nice to meet you, Roy.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to finally see you, too.
Likewise.
So, alone in a cafe, looking defeated. Let me guess, you screwed up another conversation.
Well, I talked to a girl. It was okay. And then there was no syrup here, and
Wait. Hold on. You're sitting here depressed because your coffee isn't sweet enough?
Well, it was more the way that the barista...
Okay, forget the barista. What about the girl?
I talked to her. It was awkward.
Of course it was. Because you talk like a nervous middle schooler who's never touched grass.
I didn't want to say anything stupid.
That's exactly what makes it stupid. Because you overthink everything.
So what? We just talk about random things?
Say what you think. Stop apologizing for everything. And stand up straight, for God's sake.
I don't apologize that much.
Bro, you just apologized for sitting down. Look, stop. Grow a spine. You let a minimum wage worker and some small talk ruin your entire day.
I don't know.
Well, I'll know for you. Come on. I'll get some more black coffee, and we can talk about your new way of life. Listen up. You have exactly 2 problems. You overthink everything, and you have no balls.
Wow. Okay, thanks for the motivation.
Tell me, what was the first thing that you thought when you saw this girl?
Well, that she's pretty.
And why didn't you just say that?
Because that would be weird.
No, what's weird is when you stutter and sweat and beat around the bush for 5 minutes.
So just say, hey, you're pretty.
Yes, it's honest, direct, no insecurity.
And if she rejects me?
Then you go on with your day and you order coffee without syrup.
And if it gets awkward?
Then it's awkward. The only person that cares about your cringe level is you. You'll be fine.
I don't know.
Look, Roy, do you want to be standing here in 3 years still complaining about how your coffee doesn't have any syrup?
That would be $12.49.
Oh, yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sure. Can't you just use your credit card? This isn't 2003 anymore, buddy.
What business is it to you what I use? Work for a cafe, not the IRS.
Wow. You think you're such a tough guy, huh?
No, I just don't like being talked down to when I'm trying to buy something. That's all.
Whatever. I guess some people are just too hypersensitive these days.
And some people are miserable enough to get triggered over loose change, it seems.
And then there was this guy at work who said he was super busy. But I literally saw him watching a YouTube video called How to Look Busy at Work while watching YouTube videos.
Ugh, classic. Men and their productive breaks.
I swear, the standard for hard work is practically on the floor these days. Max was right. How is he, by the way? Still Mr. The world is going to hell?
Oh my god, yes. The other day, he goes on this rant about the declining standards of society because I said I liked the cafe that we were in.
Of course he did. What's new? And you, Lainey? Still the sweet, patient little angel?
Someone has to soften his heart.
Good luck. That guy drinks his coffee like he's fighting the system.
Says you. Are you still playing solo?
Yeah, men are all hopelessly disappointing. Like this guy I saw the other day
Tell me.
at the park. He comes up to me, then rambles on just to say the weather is nice. And I thought, just get to the point.
Oh no. What was his name?
Roy?
Oh my god, Roy!
You know him?
Yeah, I met him the other day through Max. They go way back. He's trying to make him more manly.
Oh, that poor guy. He's so awkward. I mean, he didn't annoy me or anything. Kind of sweet, just totally lost.
Well, Max knocked that out of him.
Hopefully not too much. A little awkwardness is cute.
You're impossible.
Say what you think. Stop apologizing for everything. The only person who cares about your cringe level is you.
Max is gonna lose his mind.
Man, I swear this office is draining my soul.
Your soul? I thought you gave that up last year after you did that HR training.
Almost. But I still hold on to the little things.
Like what? Cheap coffee or the illusion of productivity while you play Candy Crush?
Both. In my 20-minute bathroom breaks, I call it productive relaxation.
So your office space is literally on a toilet.
Welcome to the corporate world, bro.
And people wonder why no one wants to work anymore.
Oh, come on. As if you're always super motivated.
I'm not motivated, Tom. I'm just not incompetent.
Big difference.
Very big.
You know what's crazy?
Maybe still drinking instant coffee?
No, man. I heard recently that octopuses are smarter than most people.
Yeah. Probably half this office.
And yet, we still enjoy them with a bit of garlic butter.
Yep. That just goes to show that intelligence alone isn't enough to avoid being eaten.
So what exactly are you working on today?
No idea. I'll do it when it gets urgent.
Respect.
All right. Let's hear what went on this week. Ralph, you start.
Yeah. I've been focused on project implementation and, analyzing some challenges from our latest client briefing.
Uh-huh. Nothing concrete. Fantastic.
Well,
Got it. Stefan?
I mainly worked on structural optimization and handled internal communication.
Did you just read a few emails?
Yeah.
Cool. Marcus, save me. I'm waiting, man. What would you do this week?
Yeah, this week I've been rigorously analyzing the feedback from our last sprint retrospective. I also started to explore some measures to boost efficiency going into the next quarter.
So, none of you have actually done anything and just making it up as you go. Can anyone tell me why we had this meeting in the first place? Seriously, anyone? That's what I thought. All right. Meeting over. Go do something useful.
Bad day, sweetheart?
Oh no, it was great. I got to sit for an hour listening to my team evaluate strategic synergies.
Any groundbreaking revelations?
Yeah, that we've come up with a whole lot more ways to say I did nothing.
Business speak really is an art form. You know, I spent 45 minutes today on a simple email because I want to make it sound professional instead of just saying what I want.
Welcome to the system.
Oh, and while we're on dumb stuff.
Oh, I feel TED Talk coming on.
Oh, you have no idea. First, my coworker spent 20 minutes talking to HR because someone drank her lactose-free oat milk. 20 minutes, Max, about oat milk. And then my boss asked me 3 times today about the report that I sent him last week with a red receipt. And then I had this totally cringe moment at the grocery store where this guy was waving at me. So I waved back, only to realize he was waving at someone behind me. And so I had to pretend to be like swatting a mosquito. And it was just totally pathetic. And I'm gonna move abroad and just never interact with anyone ever again.
Come on, you get homesick after like 2 days.
Yeah, probably. But a girl can dream.
Well, you keep dreaming. I'm getting another beer.
So it's getting a little late. Can I stay over here just this once? I think I earned it after listening to your rants.
Come on, Lena. It's not that late. And, if memory serves me well, you rented for about 4 times more than I did.
Oh, come on, Max. I could stay up a little late and keep you company. And you can tell me about your plan to rid society of its mediocrity.
Oh, I prefer to do that in private.
But I'm your girlfriend.
Yeah. That's why you're here more than an hour. I don't let anyone else stay here longer than 5 minutes.
Fine. Guess I'll have to deal with Anna again. You should hang out with her more, you know.
I'm good. One of you is enough. Good night, Lena.
Hey, and there's the famous Roy.
Yeah, there he is, in the flesh, as excited as ever.
You look less like a serial killer than I was expecting, so I guess that's a good start.
Yeah, I guess so. You look really nice tonight.
Thanks. You as well.
Really? Thanks. So, if you were in a zombie apocalypse, what would be your weapon of choice?
Okay, that came out of nowhere, but I'd choose a katana.
Katana? Not enough reach. Too risky.
Yeah, but it never runs out of ammo, and it's silent. No reloading needed.
Okay, acceptable. But I'd stick with a crossbow. Silence, range, silent and deadly. If I'm going out, at least I'm doing it in style.
Oh wow, you really thought this through.
Maybe. I like to be prepared.
So, what made you message me?
Let's just say, my friend Max, who's more like my stop thinking like an idiot coach.
Oh, and is it working?
Well, I'm talking to you, aren't I?
True. So you're saying that if you had messaged me a week ago, you'd probably have said something like...
Nice weather, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was me. I'm rebranding myself now, hopefully.
Well then, I'm glad Max pushed you.
Wait, that actually sounds like you're enjoying this date.
Maybe, but I won't say it. Don't get your egos up. So, if you could have any superpower, what would you pick?
That's a good question. I think I'd choose invisibility.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And why?
Well, sometimes I feel invisible, so why not actually be it?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I haven't felt invisible tonight, that's for sure.
So does this mean I passed the vibe check?
Yeah, but here comes the hard part.
Oh, and that would be?
The second test. Whether you want to see me again.
I'll think about it.
Yo, time for an update. Are you still a helpless cause, or have you somehow stopped stumbling through life like a beaten dog?
I think I've made progress.
I doubt it. Explain.
I had a date yesterday.
You had a date?
Yes, Max.
With a real woman?
No, Max, with an AI. Yes, of course, with a real woman.
Huh.
What do you mean, huh?
I mean, I don't know if you suddenly became a real man, or if she is somehow just very tolerant of cringe.
I wasn't cringe.
Possibly. I need proof.
Then she said she'd think about going on another date. With a smile, so it wasn't one of those I'm about to ghost you things.
Okay, so you didn't completely screw it up.
Thanks for the overwhelming confidence.
Hey, I'm just surprised you even made it this far. But, alright. Let's say you didn't screw it up. Had you texted her since?
No.
God, Roy.
What? She said she'd think about it.
Bro, you made her laugh, she actually talked with you, and she didn't ignore the dumb zombie question. She expects you to text her.
Are you sure?
No, I'm just making wild guesses. Of course I'm sure.
Okay, okay. What should I text?
Text her, my dog asked if you survived the day. I said probably, but I'm not sure.
That's actually not bad. Okay, I sent it.
Then, let's toast the one moment you're not completely incompetent.
Now what? I just wait?
Exactly. No follow-up text, no nervous messages. Pretend your entire happiness isn't dependent on one single text message. And if she texts back, text her, Text her your dog is passed out from trying to turn you into a functioning human being.
So we really need to align the new optimization process with our core competency to achieve sustainable and scalable efficiency.
Stefan, tell me in human language what that means.
Well, it means, we optimize the process, make it better and faster.
So once again, we said nothing. Fantastic.
I think what Stefan means is that we need to leverage synergies.
No synergies, no buzzwords. What's the problem?
Oh, please, Max. This is supposed to be a constructive discussion. Perhaps you should adopt a more professional tone.
Marcus, you have talked through 3 meetings while contributing nothing. But now you want to tell me what professionalism is? I'm all ears.
Max, tell us how you would put it.
The reason we're stuck on this project is because nobody wants to make any clear decisions. Instead, we invent phrases like leveraging core competencies and harmonizing processes and strengthening synergies to hide the fact that nobody wants to take any responsibility. And you know who's really suffering? The people out there trying to actually do the work.
Max, we appreciate your enthusiasm. What solutions would you offer to the issues you see?
The first clear decision is we cancel this entire meeting series. I mean, nobody leaves any wiser than they came in. The only thing we're actually good at accomplishing here is making a 30-minute long meeting an hour long. Second clear decision is we require everyone who wants to speak at these meetings to clearly state their problems beforehand and offer concrete solutions.
Max, stay a minute after the meeting. Max, people in your position either get intimidated or they talk themselves out of it. You did neither. There's no lying or people-pleasing in you. I like that.
I'm just allergic to nonsense, Mr. Weber.
And that's exactly what we need more of. I want to put you in a leadership position. No title games, just real responsibility. Interested?
That means I don't have to sit through any of Stefan's meetings anymore. I'm in.
So wait, you're telling me you're one of those guys who listens to an entire album from start to finish instead of just playing a playlist of the top hits?
Absolutely. An album is a story. If you only listen to the popular songs, you only get half the story.
Finally, someone who gets me. I swear I thought I was the only crazy one insisting on listening to an album in order.
Okay, yeah, don't tell me. Are you also one of those people who gets mad about shuffle mode?
I hate it. I don't trust anyone who uses shuffle.
That's gotta be the strongest opinion I've ever heard.
Gotta have principles.
Okay, I have to ask. What's your take on hiking?
Hiking? Do you mean real hiking? With a backpack and a sweaty t-shirt? Or just walking in the park and calling it hiking?
No, I mean the real thing. Mountains, forests, blisters on your feet, but still epic.
Okay, so you're one of us.
Define us.
The people who say just 1 more mile, even though it's really 5. The ones who stand at a lookout and forget everything because nature is so unbelievably breathtaking. The ones who spend almost as much time perfecting their hiking playlist as actually hiking.
Okay. I think I found my people. Everything okay?
Yeah, it's just, I have to go now. Something came up.
Yeah, sure. I hope it's nothing serious.
No, nothing serious. I'll text you, okay?
Hey, Anna.
Oh,
It's me again.
Roy?
Good memory. I was just walking and saw you sitting here and thought, why not just say hi?
Alright. So, what's new with you?
Oh, not much. Same old things. And oh, and I just had a date.
Nice. And how did that go?
Honestly, pretty well. Hey, Laura.
Hey, I just wanted to check in because I left so abruptly yesterday.
You're all good. I figured you were either a secret agent or decided I wasn't as cool as you thought.
Sure, Roy. I had to meet up with a friend. Nothing serious, but I just didn't have time to explain.
So, no secret mission? Disappointing.
Maybe next time.
I'll hold you to that. So, what's the deal? You calling to restore your honor or to set up another date?
Both. This weekend?
Yeah, sure. Just, text me the time and place.
Will do. See you then, Roy.
See you then.
So, another date, huh?
Yeah, I had, sounds like it.
You know what? You are more talkative than last time.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Ask me again after your next date.
So, what's up?
What do you mean?
Anna, I have known you too long to play these games. Since we have sat down, you have been staring into that cup like it is a crystal ball. So?
I saw Roy again the other day. He has a date with some girl, believe it or not.
And that bothers you?
No, it's just surprising. I mean, a few weeks ago, the guy could barely string together a sentence. Now he's casually going on dates like it's nothing.
You don't seem exactly thrilled.
I don't know. I sort of thought...
What? Oh my god, you like him now!
No!
Anna.
I mean, it's not like I'm in love or anything, but I can't imagine him being with this Laura and me just ignoring it.
Then there's only one logical solution.
And that would be...
sabotage the date.
That's ridiculous.
Is it? You're the girl. You have the power. I can get his number, you can text him. You know, get his attention, plant doubts in his mind, confuse him. The game's simple.
Lainey, you're dangerous.
And you know I'm right. Next time he sees this Laura again, she won't be the only one on his mind.
When you call me instead of text, either someone's dead or you have a real problem.
It's Anna, that girl I met at the park the other week.
Anna, my girlfriend's sister. I wouldn't have guessed that. This should be fun. Go on.
Yeah, well, I ran into her again the other day, and she just texted me just now. Something like, hey, it was nice to see you again. We should do that more often.
Of course you did.
What does that mean?
It means women now see you as a challenge instead of a pity case.
Thanks for that, Master Yoda, but I don't get it. I mean, I thought Laura was the right girl.
And now Anna shows up after all this time, and you're confused.
I mean, it's not fair. Okay? She had her chance when I met her, and now that I'm finally seeing someone, she's suddenly interested?
They want a man who's wanted. I mean, it didn't matter when you were just option number 83 in her life. Now, she sees that you have value. And now that you have value, she's interested.
Hey, I'm really sorry, but I can't make it this weekend. I'll explain later, promise.
Laura just canceled.
Of course she did.
Could you at least pretend to be surprised?
I'm surprised. I thought she'd see you at least one more time until she started slowly bleeding you dry.
Man, I don't get it. I mean, I thought everything was going well. Now I'm getting copy-paste cancellation messages.
Well, if I were you, I would walk away and then just move on with my life, but I know you're not going to do that. So, tell me what you really think.
I'm thinking about texting Anna.
That's what I thought. Because you want to act instead of just waiting. That's good. So, tell her exactly what you want, when, and where. And for the love of God, no emojis.
I'll try not to disappoint you.
It's funny, isn't it? How life sometimes plays out. I never thought we'd be sitting here. I mean, do you remember our first conversation? That was...
Embarrassing.
I was gonna say unexpectedly charming.
Sure. And back then, you weren't interested in talking to me at all.
I thought you were nice, but you were different.
Yeah. I was nervous. Some guy who talked about the weather because he wasn't sure what else to say. But now I'm here, looking at you, and I realize I'm not that guy anymore. Tell me, Anna, if I were still that insecure guy who rambled every time he spoke, would you still be sitting here with me? Or would you ignore me, just like before?
Maybe. I don't know.
I thought so. Listen, Anna, I like you. I liked you back then, but I won't take this now just because you suddenly show up out of the blue. I was just a backup plan for your ego. But I'm not a plan B. Goodbye, Anna.
What's going on, Laura?
Man, I can't do this anymore.
You can't do what anymore?
Come on, you know exactly what I mean.
Oh, God, you aren't getting sentimental, are you?
This isn't fair, Lena.
Fair? This isn't about fairness. This is about pulling him up out of his self-pity. And it worked.
Yeah, but he thinks it was real. I thought at first it was just a game. But then I met him, got to know him, and now I'm supposed to keep lying to him?
It was never a lie. You actually met him. You really talked with him. And sure, we gave him a bit of a shortcut in the beginning. But that was for his own good.
For his own good? Or for Max's?
Look, Max put a lot of time into him. And if Roy never had an actual win, Max would feel like a failure.
And I was just part of your plan? To make you feel good about yourself.
That's...
I'm going to tell him.
What good is that going to do?
He's changed, Lena, and he deserves the truth.
And once you tell him the truth, do you think he's going to forgive you? Listen, sometimes the truth is not what someone needs to hear. Sometimes that is the part that breaks them.
Roy, I have to tell you something. I screwed up and I think you should know the truth.
Okay. What is it?
I didn't swipe on you out of genuine interest. Lena, you remember her, right? She actually convinced me to do it. I'm sorry.
What? Say that again.
Lena asked me to match with you, to boost your confidence, So that way it makes Max feel like he saved you.
So it was all just an experiment? I was just your project?
No, it was never meant to hurt you. I never wanted to hurt you. At first, I thought it was harmless. I thought it was helping. But then...
You actually liked me, didn't you? Is this the part where you say it all became real?
Yes.
So, first I was just a charity case, and now suddenly I'm the perfect guy.
It's not like that. I know it sounds awful. I know it was wrong. But surely you felt something for me, Roy. Otherwise you wouldn't have gone out with me at all.
Because I thought you chose me. Because I thought I earned it. Because I thought I wasn't just some project, but someone that girls genuinely like. I spent all this time trying to grow past my old self. To live my life on my own terms. Now you just expect me to overlook all that because you suddenly had feelings? I can't do that, Laura. Not anymore.
I love you, Roy.
So they thought they could prove to me that they were the ones who fixed you. Nice try. But they really thought that you couldn't get anywhere without manipulation. They understood nothing.
Thought I was the only one getting played. Turns out we both were.
Lena will regret that, but for now, nothing's good with Laura.
I walked away. What? No long monologue about how I'm a moron?
No, because you finally get it. After all this time of begging for validation, finally became the guy that said, screw it, I don't need it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Of course I'm right, I always am.
You know what the best part is?
Huh?
I'm done trying to prove myself to everyone.
Finally.
So Max, you want to see me? I didn't think you were the type for big emotional scenes.
I'm not. This isn't a scene, it's an execution.
Oh, come on, Max. This is about Roy. Look, I did you a favor. He could have never done it by himself. I knew that the first day I met him, and let's be honest, you did too.
So you got some girl to spin him some fake story and turn his entire development into some social experiment? Very generous of you.
Max, I did it for you. You invested so much energy in Roy, I had to make sure you were right in the end.
You had to make sure I was right. Oh, come on, Lena. The best you can do. You're smarter than that.
Excuse me?
I don't think I will. Did you really think you could play me and Roy and it wouldn't come out? You've been watching too many teen dramas? You disappoint me. We're over.
What? So that's it. Over Roy. Over your stupid moral code.
It's not about Roy or Laura. About the fact that you thought you were so smart, you would fool me. Nice try, Alina.
And now you're just leaving. Just like that.
Yes. And you know the funny part? I don't even need to be that dramatic. You're just not that interesting anymore.